I'm on my way to Anchorage, Alaska. We're leaving Seattle and we're overlooking the unglaciated topography with Mount Rainier. It's very interesting looking at unglaciated mountain tops. They're very sharp and steep sloped. Here is Mount Rainier once again in view. And this is our last view of Mount Rainier with the topography below. You can see how farming is done in the valleys. Now we're flying up the coastline.
Flying north from Seattle to Anchorage. We've just left Seattle. This is facing west.
Now we are flying out of Anchorage, Alaska, headed for Magadan, Siberia. And this is Cook Inlet below.
And the weather in Magadan is broken clouds and 61 degrees. Now
This is leaving Anchorage, Alaska. This is low tide in the bay. Tide height here is 35 feet. This is the mud flats.
Heading northwest over some mountains from Anchorage, swinging over the Pacific Ocean.
Northwest of Anchorage. This is some clouds.
These are the Little and Big Diomede Islands, midway across between Alaska and Siberia. This is my first view of Siberia. We're flying over the Kamchatka Peninsula at the moment. The pilot is speaking now.
During the deceleration process, you'll probably be a little bit stronger on the braking than you're accustomed to. But we assure you it's all in normal operation, particularly here.
The last few moments in the air over Magadan, just so you can see the topography of this river valley.
Final approach to Magadan.
We're on
later this supposition was proved.
Magadan.
Firstly, just this expedition
This is
landed
not
was regulated to the shore.
Горы были покрыты сланником, зарослями сланника, лиственницы.
Bullshits and nothing.
This is also,
This is
I guess,
unseeable
an oil
hooks.
terminal.
Значит, справа
The very
сейчас
protected
находится
Nagaya
морской
Bay
торговый порт
of
Magadan.
Magadan,
Yes.
the major port.
А дальше
Стивенсон,
This is a park in Magadan, a little place in the park. Very pretty ironwork.
Ski runner. World champion. And this winter was a world championship skiing.
Someone has spent hours making. Lovely example of ironwork in Magadan. This is a monument to World War II in Magadan. It's a very beautiful example of cubism.
Memorials and people died.
Now we are flying via helicopter north from Magadan, and this is the terrain which I have clipped in various spots so you can just see general pictures. Of course there's some vibration from the helicopter, but this is what it looks like as we are flying northward up to the Yama River. And this area was a gulag area. Now we are getting into the mountain. I thought about this as we were flying up there. What would the terrain be like? And I want to tell you one thing you may not quite know is that this terrain is unglaciated. It's somewhat like the We were very lucky to be able to fly into this region, and as you can see from the helicopter, this is a very steep-sided terrain. Very difficult to climb up over a mountain. And you can see it's just endless sedimentary layers scattered along with trees, mainly pine trees, growing wherever they can take any root, and the wind hasn't destroyed them. Here's a river down below. We are approaching one of the gulags, which we are given a tour of. As we're flying among these mountains, we gradually arrive and come upon a valley down below. And just to show you the perspective, look at the pilots and look at the steepness of the slopes. This morning we are assembling our catamaran. This is the weather conditions in the valley of the Yama River this morning. We have fog, wind, mosquitoes. Earlier we had some lightning. This is the view down to the east. The river flows east from here. This is this evening's sunset. The sun is nice and red over the river. This is our last camping site. Near Yamsk on the Yama River, we were picked up by helicopter and flown back to Magadan. Here are the maps which show the area in a very general way. Thanks for watching. GEFerris.